The first power we encounter within is the power of imagination. Dr. Franz Hartmann. I first discovered the secret superpower of imagination through my friend Sophia, who was like a magician with thoughts. She taught me that imagination isn't just for daydreaming about winning the lottery or avoiding awkward small talk. It's a real-life tool that can change your world. And believe me, once you get it, it's a bit like finding the cheat codes to the game of life. According to Sophia, Jesus wasn't just a historical figure, but more like the mascot for using your imagination to transform yourself. The real proof that imagination's magic is working in you is when you can forgive yourself or others by imagining them as the person you or they want to be, even when reality is being stubborn. Think of it like a mental Photoshop. You can tweak the image until it looks exactly how you want. At first, I was like, sure, Sophia, because, I grew up with a solid Christian background, and this all sounded a bit like mixing spirituality with a self-help manual. But through strange visions, practical experiences, and the occasional weird dream, it started making sense. Slowly, I began to see it. You can't just inherit faith like a hand-me-down sweater. It's more like signing up for a subscription service. You've got to actively opt in. Sophia explained that every time we use our imagination kindly, it's like we're giving our inner Christ a much-needed spa day. And every time we imagine the worst for someone, we're metaphorically giving him a wedgie. It's that simple. You're either helping or hurting, and your imagination is the tool you're wielding. Then came the big question. If imagination is Christ, and anything is possible for Christ, does that mean I can manifest anything too? Spoiler alert. Yep, it turns out, if you can imagine yourself in a better place, like let's say living your best life in the United Kingdom, it's basically the universe saying, your wish is my command, buddy. Now, here's where things get interesting. When I was 19, I was broke. Like, I must start selling my furniture on eBay kind of broke, if eBay had existed in South Africa. But I really wanted to spend the winter in the United Kingdom. Naturally, I went to Sophia with my problem, half expecting her to offer me a part-time job or maybe some good budgeting tips. But no, she hit me with something better. She asked, "What do you want?" "I want to be in the United Kingdom," I said, as if stating the obvious. She smiled and said, "Well, then just imagine you're already there. Easy, right? Just don't worry about the how." The details are like trying to figure out how a burrito is made. You don't need to know the recipe to enjoy it. So, I did what any person desperate for a vacation would do. I followed her instructions. Every night, I went to bed imagining I was already in the UK, sipping tea, complaining about the weather, maybe even getting stuck in the rain with no umbrella, because that's part of the charm, right? The key, Sophia said, was to not just dream of being there, but to imagine from being there. You've got to think like you're already in the UK, she said. Walk around your mental version of London. Feel the cold air on your face. Pretend you've just missed the tube and are waiting for the next one. Make it real. And I did. Each night, I drifted off to sleep like I was already strolling around Piccadilly Circus, and maybe even popping into a pub for a pint. Because hey, when in Rome or London. Then, like clockwork, within a month, an unexpected friend reached out to me. Not only did they surprise me with an incredibly generous grant, but they also opened doors to opportunities I never even knew existed. Suddenly, I had a plane ticket to the UK in hand, and life was rolling out the red carpet in ways I couldn't have imagined. That's right. I was going to the United Kingdom without having lifted a finger, except for maybe a few mental gymnastics. Now, if that isn't the universe showing off, I don't know what is. The moral of the story: if you can imagine it, you can live it. And trust me, this works for more than just vacations. Sophia's lesson was simple. Don't just think of what you want, think from it, like you've already got it. The world might just bend over backward to deliver it to you. It's like ordering takeout from the universe's secret menu. You don't know how it'll get there, but it will. Eventually. So, my friends, if you're dreaming of a better life, a new job, or even just a holiday to somewhere warmer or cooler, don't worry about the logistics. The universe has Amazon Prime delivery on this stuff. Just kick back, let your imagination do the work, and remember to always imagine from the end. And if anyone asks how you did it, just give them a wink and say, "It's all in the mind, darling."